Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Empower Analytics. In the previous video, we saw how to send a Power BI table in an email using Power Automate. What if you need to send 3 or more tables? Well, if you follow the previous video and copy the flow again and again, it'll work, but it's not a scalable solution. So, what to do? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Today we'll see how to send multiple Power BI tables in an email using Power Automate. So, let's get started. Let's head over to the DAX query that returns the employees between the age of 25 and 30 with the salary band marked as high. Run the query and check the output. Now, before moving this code to Power Automate, we need to prep it for better readability and scalability. So to do that, we'll convert this multi-line into a single line code by using an online converter. Space it over here and convert. Now copy this single line code and move over to Visual Code. The purpose of this is that we need to escape the double quotes so that it's readable by Power Automate. And that's it. Now copy this entire single line formatted query and move over to Power Automate. We'll create an instant cloud flow. Let's give it a name, send multiple tables in an email, and manually trigger a flow. Let's initialize a variable so that we can enter our DAX queries. Give it a name, DAX Queries. The type would be array, and the value would contain this formatted single line DAX code, and paste it over here. Now, since we are working on 3 tables that we need to send into an email, we'll copy paste the same DAX query 2 times. And that's it. Let's change the code mid and this will be low. Next, we'll initialize another variable to store the output of the table. Let's call it table array. Type would be array and the value would be square brackets. Last one would be to track which query is being run. Let's call it array index integer value as 0. Now, for the DAX query tool, iterate in the loop, we need to use apply to each. The output of the previous step would be the DAX queries that we need to run. Inside this, we'll choose Power BI and run a query against a data set. Select the workspace and the report present in that workspace that we're working on. The query would be the current item or the current query that is being run in this loop. And that's it. We'll move over to create HTML table. Over here, we'll choose the output of the previous step. We run a query against a data set. And that's it. Let's save it and test how the table will look like. As you can see, we got the output with the table and the data inside it. The column names are employee name, department name, age, and salary per month. But if you notice, we are getting the square brackets in the column names. Now, we'll add compose step to remove these square brackets. We'll add compose, write an expression, replace body of create HTML table. We'll replace the square bracket on the left, and again replace the right bracket. And next, we'll add the output of the compose step into the variable that we had defined earlier. Append to array variable. We'll add it to table array enter the value from the previous step, that is compose. So now to track which query we are running, we'll choose the increment variable. Select array index and the value would be 1. And that's it. We are done with the iteration. We'll come out of this loop and add another compose step that will take care of the global CSS as to how the table should look like in an email. For that, we'll paste the global CSS code and let's rename this to global CSS. Now the last step, send an email. Give the subject employees between the age of 25 and 30. Now we'll toggle to the HTML view. This, open the head tag, add the global CSS output, and close this. Next, we'll use div class table container. Close this. We'll add the variable of the table. Variables, table array, and at the 0th position we had. We'll copy this. We had high. We'll add the next one. First position we had mid. Um, 2. And that's it. You can just thank you. Doc name. We'll save it and test it just manually. We'll wait for the email to come. There it is. Employees between the age of 25 and 30 with 3 tables inside the same email in the same order that we had written the DAX queries. First would be high, second is mid, the last one is low. And that's it. That's how easy it is to send multiple tables in an email. Power BI. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel for more such videos.